Lesson 5, about kit lenses. New DSLR and mirrorless cameras come with a lens known as a kit lens. This is usually a short-range zoom lens that'll help you get started with your photography. Knowing about the lenses that you use will help you to take better photographs. The main differences between a kit lens and the lens on your phone that you're used to using are: kit lenses will zoom from a wider angle to closer up. Most phone lenses are a fixed lens. They don't actually zoom. A camera kit lens is larger than a phone lens and it contains higher quality glass, so your images are going to be better and sharper. There are a few other differences, but these are the main two you need to be aware of to start with. With a kit zoom lens, you can adjust its field of view by twisting the lens like this. Every lens is labelled with a focal length. This provides information about the angle of view of the lens. With zoom lenses, there are two numbers indicating the widest and closest options the lens provides. This lens is a 12 to 32 mm. The lower number indicates the widest field of view and the higher number the narrowest field of view. This is the kit lens that comes with some higher quality Nikon DSLR cameras. It's a 24 to 120 mm lens, so it has a much greater range than the other kit lens. Using a zoom lens makes it easy to choose how much of your composition you want to see when you're taking a photo. Sometimes you'll want to use the widest angle of view. This is great for taking photos of landscapes or in situations where you cannot get further back from your subject. Zoom lenses also make it easier to get photos so your subject appears larger in the frame. Sports, bird and wildlife photographers often use long zooms with a focal length of 300 mm or longer. Kit lenses are usually inexpensive. They're reasonably good quality, but they do have some limitations. But they're good enough to get you started in your photography journey. As you learn to take photos with your kit lens, you'll understand more about photography and why it's important to understand your lens well. Don't get convinced that you need another lens to start with. Your kit lens is sufficient and you'll be able to capture some great images with it. Using your kit lens, you can take a whole range of different types of images. From landscapes to portraits, you can use it for street photography and when you travel. Inside every camera lens, there's an adjustable hole called the aperture. This controls the amount of light that enters the camera when you take a photo. The aperture is measured by f-stops, which is another series of numbers. The widest aperture is another number you'll find marked on every lens. Some zoom lenses have two widest aperture setting numbers. I won't go into this now to avoid getting too technical. You'll learn more about aperture settings in lessons 13, 25 and 26 of this course. The lens on your camera is one of its key features. Understanding it and knowing how to use it well will help you take better photos. Lesson 5, practical exercise, about kit lenses. This exercise will help you learn more about your kit lens and how to make the best use of it. Set your camera's exposure mode to aperture priority. This will be A or AV on the dial. Find a subject to photograph that's about 30 to 50 centimeters tall, 12 to 18 inches. Something the size of a wine bottle will be good. Set up your subject so that there's some space behind it and have a few other objects that you can see in the space, but further back from your subject. Here you're going to photograph two sets of photos. Start with your zoom lens zoomed to the widest angle and frame your main subject so that it's got a little bit above and below and that it's in the center of your frame. Then twist the zoom ring on your lens and zoom it in to about halfway through its focal range. You'll probably need to refocus and then take another couple of photos. And then zoom your lens all the way into your subject, refocus and take another couple of photos. If you find that your camera will not focus, you might be too close to your subject. This is most likely when you're zoomed into the closest range. So just move back a little bit and try focusing again. For the second series of photos, also start with your zoom at the widest angle and take a photo where there's very little space, just above and just below the main subject. And then zoom your lens to about halfway through the zoom range and back away so that the bottle or whatever you're photographing is the same size in the frame with the same amount of space above it and below it. Do the same with your zoom at the longest zoom range. So back up again, frame your subject so there's just a little bit of space above and below it, and take another couple of photos. This way your subject should appear to be the same size in each of your photos at each zoom range. Compare the photos you've made. How much is in your frame each time? Can you see the other objects in your composition each time? In the second series of photos you made, where the subject is the same height in every frame, look at what else you can see in the composition and how this varies depending on the zoom setting you used. All these things will vary from lens to lens and on different cameras. It's good to be aware of what your lens is capable of and how this changes depending on what focal length you set it to. Practicing with your kit lens will help you improve your photography. And don't forget to take good notes about what you're doing and to save 2 or 3 of your best photos to your favorites folder. The main points from this lesson are: kit lenses are reasonably versatile because they zoom. Their zoom range is good, but limited. Inside the lens, there's an adjustable opening called the aperture. Practice this to improve your photography. Use your kit lens at a few different focal lengths each time you take some photos.